What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about staying top of mind with your clients and how to use MoxiEngage and drip campaigns to accomplish this. There's a bunch of ways you can stay top of mind with your clients. Some of these ways are regular check-ins, phone calls, text messages. I love video texts. Anytime you can get face-to-face or show them that you're a real person, that's going to really separate you from your competition. Social media engagement, and I don't necessarily mean post, putting a bunch of stuff out there, but actually diving in and engaging in the conversation with your clients, going into the comment section, commenting on their posts, not just like a awesome or a thumbs up, but actually more than 3 words, something that's engaging, really showing that you care about what they're talking about. That's really gonna help you stay top of mind. Sending personalized market updates, you can use great tools like RPR and their AI script writer. That's a great way to be able to send out emails, blog posts, creating videos. All those things are going to be really great through RPR. Handwritten notes still work. Definitely old school, but I guarantee you've never received a handwritten note in the mail that you didn't open. And your clients are guaranteed to open that also. If you like to mix a little bit of old school with digital, I love the Felt app on the iPad. You can actually handwrite everything out on the iPad and it sends it all out for you, and it looks really cool. You can add photos to it. It's just a great little way to kind of bring the personal touch of old school in with the new school technology. And lastly, another way you can stay top of mind is what we're focusing on today, and that is drip campaigns with MoxiEngage or any CRM that you use. But today we're going to be focusing on MoxiEngage. So let's go ahead and dive into MoxiEngage and show you how you can set your buyers up on a campaign that's going to keep you top of mind throughout the entire buying process. Okay, so here we are at the landing page, the MoxiWorks dashboard that gives you an opportunity to be able to go to all the different places and tools within Moxie. And you go up here to the top, you have Moxie Present for your listing presentations, MoxiEngage, which is your CRM and where all your drip campaigns are at, your My Website, and so on. Impress is going to be your listing marketing tools. But today we're going to be focusing on Engage. So you go ahead and click on MoxiEngage. And that's going to take you to the MoxiEngage dashboard. This is your landing page. And I do want to touch real quickly on one thing since we're talking all about top of the mind awareness today. The stay and flow. If you don't really use anything other than the drip campaigns we're going to learn today and the stay and flow, it's going to dramatically change your business. What stay and flow does is it gives you 5 people to reach out to on a daily basis. If you were to reach out to 5 people in your sphere of influence every single day, I guarantee that's going to be a game changer for the amount of people that you're connecting with that are looking for you when they're ready to buy or sell their next home. So make sure you use stay and flow. It gives you some ways to reach out, phone call, email, adding them to neighborhood news, and adding them to campaigns like we're talking about today. So that's all set up right in here for you. But what we're focusing on is a buyer drip campaign. What a drip campaign is actually a set or a series of emails that go out on a certain amount of time, a cadence of every 2 weeks, every month, or holidays. They're set on specific dates. You're able to set that up however you want, whatever fits for you. What I've done is I've gone and created an 11-step buyer process plan that I would recommend that you put every single buyer on when you first get them as a lead. It's going to take them through the process and it's going to send them an email every 2 weeks that talks about a different stage of the buying process. I think it's really important that if we have the mindset that we're competing with every single buyer that we get, even if they're friends, even if they're people that we're sure they're going to work with us, there are a bunch of agents reaching out to them, trying to offer them different deals and show them their value add and why they should work with them versus you. So if you have that mindset that you're always competing and you're wanting to stay top of mind with them, I think adding them to some sort of a campaign is a great way to have these emails going out automatically for you that go in between all the personalized touches, the text messages you're sending out, the comments on social media. This is something that's happening in the background for you in addition to all your personalized touches. So I want to show you step by step how you can actually get them added into the campaign, how you can bring this buyer campaign into MoxiEngage for you, and how easy it is to add people moving forward in the future. So we're on the home page, which is the dashboard. You're going to go right up here to the top and click on campaigns. and that's going to take you to your campaign section. So if you haven't added any campaigns, your section through here will be blank, but as you start to add campaigns, they'll all populate right down here in the bottom. E-blast, that's going to be just like a one-off, one-time email that you send out. Neighborhood news, which I highly recommend that you set up your sellers or people that are in your sphere of influence that own a home on neighborhood news. It's kind of like the nosy neighbor email, and that is essentially going to send them a monthly email about their neighborhood or the zip code that you sign them up on. I do have another video that I'll link below that shows you how to set people up on neighborhood news and how important that is. Listing announcements, this is a feature that anytime you get a new listing, it'll blast out to your sphere of influence, your new listing, and see if they're interested in that. And then my emails, every time you add a campaign in, all that will populate under my emails. So all we have to do to add this campaign to your MoxiEngage is go up here in the top right and click Add from Library. It'll take a second, but it's going to populate all the campaigns that are available to you. And there's a bunch in there, and I recommend that you go through and check them all out. We're not going to do that today because we're focusing on one in particular. But there's a bunch from the Coldwell Banker corporate, and they have created a bunch in here, as you can see as you're scrolling through. The one we're going to be adding is what I have right here, the Buyer Buying a Home Process Campaign, an 11 touch designed to nurture new leads through every stage of the home buying journey. This is under the brokerage here. So if you're having trouble seeing it or it's not populating, you can switch on the source and go to brokerage first, which will populate this here to the top. This, along with any of the other campaigns, you can preview to see exactly what it looks like. And this is going to break out and let you read and see every email in there before you add it to it. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to show you after we add this, you can customize each and every one of these emails. So kind of take the base of what I've created here for you and make it sound a little bit more in your voice, or add an ending or a closing that sounds more like something that you would say, or an intro. You want to make sure that it is generic enough that it can go to any of your clients. And if you see these this contact first name and kind of weird brackets around that, that means that it's going to take whoever you've put that first name in there. So if it's Joe Smith, it's going to say, "Hi Joe!" exclamation point. Okay, so don't think that that's an error there. That's the way it's going to happen. And I always recommend, once you have this plan in place, that you go ahead and add yourself in as a contact so that you know exactly what it's going to look like before you send it out to your clients. Because remember, this is your business, and I want to make sure that you're satisfied and happy with the way it looks before you send it out to your clients. But you can just click on this right arrow here. So this first one, we have just a welcome email, welcoming them to the program, and it has just a variety of different things, introducing them to the buying experience with you. And these little links right here, CB Estimate, Move Meter, Advanced Home Search, and then down here the ColdwellBankerElite.com link. I'll show you later, you can change those links to your website so that they're going directly to your website. Right now it's just going to our company website's various pages. You can leave it this way if you'd like, not a problem at all. But I would recommend, for more personalized, that they're going to be going directly to your pages. So this is a welcome email. This is a why you need a buyer's agent email, and I highly recommend going in here and dropping in a picture of yourself in this section right here. Process 3 is the pre-approval, why it's important for them to get pre-approved with a mortgage broker. Their wants and needs, hidden costs of home ownership, personalized search and how you're going to personalize that for them in particular. Viewing homes, what that looks like with you and all the steps in the process of doing that. The offer, the importance of a home inspection, importance of appraisals and what that means for them, and then a budgeting tips one. So, this campaign is not all inclusive of everything, but this for the next, let's see here, once you set them up for the next 140 days, they're going to receive an email from you every 2 weeks. And actually, if you don't love this cadence, you like it to be quicker or once a month, you're able to change that too, and I'll show you how. But once you're decided that you like the campaign or any of the other campaigns, you just go down here to the bottom right and click Add to Campaigns. So once that turns gray, you'll get a green little notification up here saying it's been added to your campaigns. Now we're in the My Campaign section, and you can see that it's added right in here. So we can click on that, and you can go through here. Now this is where you can edit the schedule if you wanted to change the cadence of how often the emails go out. So if you clicked on edit schedule, you could go here. So the first one's going to go out the next day after you set them up on the campaign, and then every 14 days going on from there. So you can go in and adjust this to every 30 days. You can change it to whatever you'd like if you wanted to adjust that. Or if you didn't like one of the emails, you could remove the email from it altogether. To add someone to the campaign, okay, so it's in the same section here, you're just going to click on this setup button, add recipients, and then you would go through and choose whoever you wanted to send this to. Okay, so just click here, add, and now they are added into the program and they're all set. Okay, so you can just do that as you go along. And once you have this campaign saved, you get a new buyer. All you have to do is click on the campaign, click on setup, click on add recipients, and then add them in. So it's about a 15-second process to add a new client to the campaign. And then you would just click run campaign to get that started. So what I want to show you, we're going to go back to campaigns. I want to show you how to personalize each of these emails so that it fits exactly what your voice and links to your website. So you're going to click on my emails, which you can see actually has a green light here showing you there's some new ones added because we just added all of these emails in. So it'll take a second to populate. Now you should see the new 11 emails that you have in place here. Okay, they're all called Agent Buyer Campaign and then Process 1, 2, and so on through there. You can definitely in that campaign switch the order of them too if that's something that you wanted to do. But let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to click into the email. And we can do several things with this email to customize it. So if you go to Setup, Edit Setup, you can change the subject. If you don't like the subject that I have in here, you can make that whatever you would like for it to be. The footer and signature, basically at the bottom of each email, is going to be your information. So when the client receives the email, all of your contact information is going to be at the bottom there. So probably leave those in there. But to change the content of the email, we're going to scroll down a little bit and click on Edit Email Content. And now you have kind of like a different, if you're familiar with Moxie websites and building those out, you have a little easy builder here to do whatever you want. If you wanted to add in other photos, you can kind of go crazy with this. I wouldn't do too much because you could end up messing up the formatting. But you can go in and you can just double click, just click inside here and you can change the text to whatever you would like that to be, whatever sounds more like your voice. I want to show you here how you can change the various links that we have in here. So we'll go down here and I'm going to click right inside Coldwell Banker Elite. And you can see here we have the coldwellbankerelite.com. So if I just wanted to change this to my website, what I would recommend typically doing is just copy and pasting your website to make sure that you don't get it wrong at all. And you just go to OK. Actually, let me click back in there. You want to change the display text to show whatever your website is also. So I'll just copy this. Now you can see that it very easily changed to my website as opposed to going to the company website. That way it's more personalized. And you can do the same thing for each of these. Okay, so you can go into Move Meter. I've created on my page a Move Meter page, just like this one here. So I would change this to Fredericksburg. Now leave the Move Meter right there, but now it's going to go to my page's Move Meter, okay? And do the same thing for CB Estimate. And you just want to make sure that your URL matches exactly this. So whatever you would do is you go into your website, find that exact page, copy it, and paste it in here. Mine happened to match up with what we have on our site. Just go to OK. So now when the client clicks on these links, they're going to go to my page, and you do the same thing for the home search. That way they're going to your page and searching for all your stuff. So then all you do is you go up here to Continue, and you'd save. Okay? And that's all you have to do. And you would do that for each of the emails and adding in things that you want to add in there that fit you. Okay, I'll show you one more thing that you can do. You can go in and add an image in also. So I told you for the why you need a buyer's agent, you might want to put a picture of yourself in there. I didn't want to put a picture of some other random agent in there. That's why I left the picture out. But let's go ahead in here and take a look. and we're going to go to edit email content. And I like it kind of after this second paragraph. How you would do this, you go over to content over here to the right, and you take an image and you drag it over, and we'll drop it in right here. And what I like to do is I'm going to take these two paragraphs. I'm going to just highlight this and Command X or Control X on a PC, Command X on a Mac. And I'm going to take that text out of here. What I'm doing is just kind of making the spacing look a little bit better. So I'm going to go over to content. I'm going to add another text box right below the picture. And then I'm just going to Command V or Control V to paste that in there. Okay. Let me kind of clean this up a little bit more. And now we're going to go and you're going to find an image of yourself that you'd like to include in here. So you would just double click on the image. And then you're going to go to, actually I have one included right in here, but you would just go to upload and find it where you have saved in your downloads folder or a headshot folder. I'm going to click right here. And now we can see that that has been, click on that, close it out. Now on this, just much more customized picture of myself. We're talking about why you need a buyer's agent. They're obviously talking, they received the email from me. I just think it ties together a little bit better. So we're gonna go over here to continue, save, and now we have it a little bit more customized. You can send this out as it is without doing any customizations. It's meant to be that way. But if you want to take those extra steps of customizing a little bit more, which I recommend, because that's going to be better for your clients, you can go ahead and do that. And then you're all set. Okay, so just as a reminder, to get this campaign sent out to your clients, you go into My Campaigns, you click on the campaign itself. You would see where it says Recipients here, go over to the right, Setup, Add Recipients, click on the client that you want to add it together, Save, and then you would just click on Run Campaign in the top right, and that campaign is going to start going out to the clients that you added to it. And you can do that each and every time. I hope this helps. This is just a way, remember, we want to stay top of mind. We want the buyers when they're ready to go, when they're ready to go see that home, we want them to reach out to you. And this type of email, this type of drip campaign is going to send them an email every 2 weeks, keeping you top of mind. So I highly recommend you put every buyer on this buyer campaign or another campaign that you like, or you can create a custom one. If you're interested in creating a fully custom plan, reach out to me and I can talk to you a little bit more about how you would do that. Just takes a little bit more work and a little bit more effort. Tried to make this easy for you guys so that you can start having your clients hear from you on a regular basis. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time.